We are going to go across the Connecticut River here just a few miles to Brattleboro, Vermont, and talk to one of the founders of True North Granola, Ingrid Crisco. She and husband Franklin founded the company about 10 years ago. The interesting thing is, and I have a special passion for people that change careers in midlife. I do a podcast called Reset 40 is the New Happy, and it's all about people that enjoyed what they were doing, but they have found another calling. And it sounds like Ingrid and Franklin Crisco have done just that. They are lifelong educators. Ingrid and Franklin Crisco are. Franklin was a 5th and 6th grade teacher for 41 years, and Ingrid retired just a couple years ago after a career as an English teacher and middle school principal for 44 years. Ingrid, good morning. Thank you for joining Lisa and I.
Good morning, Mike and Lisa.
And since both you and your husband are lifelong educators, I don't really have to proofread the back panel. I know that everything is spelled correctly and properly.
I hope so.
I have a bag of True North Granola Blues with blueberries, almonds, and cashews. Mm-hmm. So do you use a facility to make these? Because I know when you started the business, you did it in your home, as many new entrepreneurs do, and you kind of outgrew it because of the popularity, huh?
Absolutely. We did have it in our home for 4 years. Vermont allows for a home baking license, but it definitely got too big to keep it in our home. So we do have a commercial state licensed and state approved facility now that we work from here in Brattleboro. There's an old cotton mill, not unlike some of the mills in Lowell, Massachusetts, and there's about 65 businesses in this mill, and we lease about 2,000 square feet from the mill owner.
Was it a difficult decision, you and Franklin, to make, that you got to the point you could see the business was growing? Well, we have to basically either commit to this or stay as a small home-based business the rest of our lives. So was there much discussion, or did you know that was going to be the route?
No, we didn't know that was going to be the route at all. I mean, we were still working as educators. It's only been 2 years that I've been retired, and so for the first 9 years of the business, I was still working as a middle school principal. We didn't ever anticipate that this business would become what it is today. We have about a dozen people who work for us in a variety of capacities now. And it truly was a bit of a risk and a leap of faith when we moved it out of our home into our commercial facility. We took a chance, and the business has continued to grow each year quite well, every year of its existence.
Hi, Ingrid.
Good morning. How are you, Lisa?
I'm doing great, thank you. And you?
Good. Nice to hear your voice.
And how did you get into this granola business? What prompted you to start this business?
Well, as Mike indicated, my husband and I were both working as educators, and at the time, I was probably putting in 80 to 90 hours a week in my office, and I absolutely loved my work and miss it terribly even now. But I knew that if I didn't look for something else to create some balance in my life, I might burn out, and I definitely didn't want that to happen. And so one day I said to him, let's start a granola business. I had been making granola for our family for years, and he said, no. I said, you know what? I think we can really make a go of this. Let's just give it a try. And so we had one flavor at the time. We brought it to our local farmers market for jurying. It was accepted, and that's how we began. The local scene, the farmers market and the Brattleboro Food Co-op, which is a very large co-op, have both been incredibly helpful to our development. So in fact, we are producers of the month this month.
Okay.
Wow, congratulations.
The Brattleboro Food Co-op, yeah.
So what flavor was that? I know you have a variety at this point.
Right. That was our Go Nuts. It has a green label, and it was our first product. Today we have 17 SKUs, but interestingly enough, that Go Nuts remains one of our biggest sellers even today.
I actually brought a bag of that to the studio today.
Oh, good.
And George took that bag.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you put stuff out at any radio stations. I've done radio for 45 years.
Oh.
Free food does not last.
No.
Even if it stinks. But I know that yours is exceptional just by the way it's grown. I mean, I took a look at the list of all the places where your products are available. Mm-hmm. Pretty impressive. How did you spread out so fast? Because I assume you don't have a sales team per se.
Well, you're right about that. And that is actually not a comprehensive list any longer. It needs to be updated.
Wow.
A lot of it was just self-distribution. You know, we would bring our products to stores and leave samples and then follow up with phone calls and follow up. And then some of it is retailers calling us. We have about 100 wholesale accounts right now, wow. And that includes hospitals, school districts, other businesses. There's a large investment firm in the Baltimore, Maryland area with 5 offices, and they purchase our granola every 2 weeks, a lot of granola to feed their employees. We have a hotel in Manhattan that only serves granola and yogurt as their morning offering, and we sell them 180 pounds just about every 10 days. So some of it is word of mouth, some of it is us going to these places. We're now working with a distributor in Vermont to help us continue to grow. But once people try our products, they say, I need this, and this makes me happy. We've heard many customers say that to us. So we have a busy e-commerce site, and it's growing considerably as well. So a variety of ways.
And I know we use your products at Hunt Community and the Huntington at Nashua, and so many of the residents absolutely love it. We use a lot of
We're so happy to be able to branch out that way too, and serve people in independent and assisted living facilities. There's another one here in our town that we also donate granola to. It's an assisted living facility, and the residents there as well, Lisa, love the products.
We use a lot of the gluten-free products. Can you tell us some of the varieties that you have?
Lisa, I'm not hearing you really well. Has something changed?
Go, just say it a little bit louder, Lisa.
Can you hear me now?
Barely. It's very faint, but I'm working hard to hear you.
I'm going to give her my microphone, so now I have to sit real close to her.
So we use a variety of your products. We use a lot of your gluten-free products.
Yeah.
Could you tell us the different flavors, variety that you offer?
Sure. We actually have, of our 17 SKUs, 8 of them are gluten-free. That's become a very large market share for us, the gluten-free. And we started with one flavor, the apricot, macadamia, cashew. And as we realized how important that was to consumers, we began to develop new flavors of the gluten-free. And so we have the apricot, we have a ginger almond pineapple, which was our second flavor. We have a maple vanilla, which also has no nuts because that's another common allergen besides gluten. We have a cherry vanilla pecan. And lastly, our very newest is a coconut with dark chocolate chunks and almonds. Both the maple vanilla gluten-free and the coconut gluten-free have been so popular that we've now developed 2 regular versions of those. Same recipe. The difference is we use certified gluten-free rolled oats in all of our gluten-free products and regular rolled oats in our regular products, non-gluten-free. And then we have a product line called Nutty No Grainer, and we have 3 items in there right now. I'm working on a 4th. That is, as the name suggests, a grain-free product. It's nuts and seeds baked with maple syrup and coconut oil. It's a paleo-friendly product for those who are looking to eat limited or no grains. It is also gluten-free. It's vegan. It's grain-free. So as our company has grown, we've listened to consumer feedback. We've tried to address their requests and questions. And so we have a broad range of products now, from those regulars without nuts, gluten-free, some gluten-frees that are vegan, meaning there's no dairy in them, grain-free, nut-free. And people are very happy when they walk up to a table or a booth at a farmer's market and learn that we have such a broad range. There's something there for everybody, actually.
You also have some granola cookies that I have tried that are just out of this world.
We hear that a lot, too. It's a mix. We don't make the cookies themselves. We have produced a mix and with a recipe on the back, and I've even created a vegan version of it without dairy. But yes, that cookie mix is extremely popular as well, and I make it for our immediate family, for our family gatherings, for special events of all kinds. But we're selling the mix, not the cookies. It's made with a special blend of granola, a Belgian dark chocolate chip in there. And I really do believe it's the granola that makes the difference in that mix, along with the particular kind of chocolate we use.
We're talking with Ingrid Crisco, who, along with her husband Franklin, after both having lifelong careers in education, formed True North Granola, and we're getting the backstory on how this all happened as you listen to the Silverstone Living Hour. I'm Mike Morin, along with Lisa Valcourt. And as I mentioned earlier, and you said you need to update your list online, your products are available at Whole Foods, true?
Yes. In fact, the North Nashua Whole Foods is carrying our Nutty No Grainer brand. That was the last one I talked about, the grain-free products. And there are 5 other Whole Foods in Eastern Mass area, and then there's a Whole Foods south of us in Hadley, Mass, Western Mass. But there are 6 Whole Foods right now, along with a variety of other food co-ops, retail stores, specialty food stores.
And I noticed, and they're not particularly known for carrying healthy food, you're in the 7-Eleven in Brattleboro.
We are, and, I think we have a little hometown advantage there.
Yes.
We sell a lot of our granola snack packs, the small 2.9-ounce grab-and-go there, and that's because the manager of that store found our product somewhere and called us. And at first I was a little unsure whether we really wanted to put our products there, but they sell a lot of our granola. So it's a testament to the fact that you can find it in a convenience store like that or in a specialty food, health food store, and it will sell regardless of where it is.
So you mentioned snack packs. Mm-hmm. Can you tell the listeners the different sizes that you have available, from bulk to the pre-portioned packages?
Sure. And we sell everything online at www.truenorthgranola.com. I've been busily working with my web developer in the last 2 weeks to redesign our website, and we're moving through the individual pages. There are pictures of every product there, and eventually, within a few days, there's going to be gorgeous new pictures of our bulk products, and it will be close-ups of each individual item so that you can really see the grains and the ingredients that come together. But we sell everything in a 12-ounce bag, in a 2.9-ounce snack pack bag, and then in bulk quantities of 3, 5, 10, 20 pounds. The interesting thing about our products is they fit very well. So we're getting lots of online orders for bulk. We put out a newsletter once a month, and we put 2 products on sale every month for 15% off. And when a consumer finds his or her favorite flavor on sale, excuse me, they stock up with large bulk bags, and we ship for $5 flat rate, any amount in the U.S. We had an order this morning, $95 order going out to California, with several different bulk, 3-pound bulk bags in that order.
Ingrid, I hate to jump in here. We're almost out of time.
Okay.
One thing I wanted to acknowledge is your products are non-GMO, and I mean that's you could do a whole show on that. But I don't know if you've heard, President Obama has signed a bill into law requiring the labeling of genetically modified ingredients, something that's a variation of what Vermont has been doing, although a lot of people don't feel it really has enough enforcement teeth to make it effective. What do you think?
I totally agree. I think the Vermont law is fantastic. It came into being 2 years ago and took effect just 1 month ago. It was exactly July 1. Our law has much more credibility and teeth to it than the national law. I understand that there are a lot of forces out there coming together. I think it's a beginning nationally. I'm happy there's something, but it is unfortunately preempting the current Vermont law, and our Attorney General has sent out a memorandum to all specialty food producers telling us to just hang tight and be on hold as they figure out what this means for us. But like many Vermont specialty food producers, we take care in ensuring that we purchase only non-GMO ingredients. It has altered the way we do business to a degree, but I think it's really important that people know whether they're eating a genetically modified item or not, and then they make their own decision.
That's great. Can you tell everybody how to reach you, telephone number, and your website again, please, so they can place orders?
Yes, thank you. It's www.truenorthgranola. It's all one word, TRUENORTH, granola, GRANOLA.com. The phone number, I'll give two numbers, 802-272-0798 or 802-254-9200. A consumer can order through the website or by placing a call. And up until we started taking credit cards about 6 years ago, our practice had been to ship the items with an invoice and ask people to send us a check. We were doing that for every order that went out. It didn't matter where it went in the country, and we were never not paid. And so we can continue to do that if a customer would prefer, or they can place an order on the website.
The honor system works among those who enjoy quality granola, apparently.
It definitely did, yes.
All right, we are out of time. True North Granola is the product just over the border in Brattleboro, Vermont. Ingrid and Franklin Crisco are the founders, been in business for 10 years. They still give back to the local schools and other community events. Good news, and I can't wait to dig into the granola blues here when I leave.
Which one do you have in front of you?
It's granola blues with the blueberry, almonds, and cashews. So
great. Enjoy that, Mike, and thank you very much, Mike and Lisa.
Thank you very much, Ingrid.
Yeah.
And
all right, take care.
After
Bye-bye.
the break, I will be discussing all the different options you can use granola, all the different recipes.
Thank you very much for doing that. It is definitely a versatile food item.
There are so many things that we use it for at Hunt Community and the Huntington at Nashua that I will send off to you.
Thank you so very much, Lisa. It was wonderful talking with you.
You as well.
Yeah, okay. Bye-bye. Bye.
Very nice. All right. So there's some good news for those who like to eat healthy and tasty. You know, there was a time when granola, you look at the back of a pack, and it wasn't especially healthy, but it sounds like True North Granola has eliminated all the things that are not good for you.